The Union Budget 2026-2027 has been announced in Parliament by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Now, whether you're a salaried citizen, a business owner, a student farmer, or an investor, the budget impacts your pocket and your lives in multiple ways. So today we will discuss the key points of this financial year's budget in simple, everyday language. Now, firstly, what is the budget? The budget is a grand financial plan for the country. It's a plan of how the country earns its money, through taxes and other revenue sources, and how it plans to spend it. Spend it on things like school, creating jobs, infrastructure, and many other things. So let's begin. Now let's first talk taxes, the part everyone watches closely. The first, income tax slabs haven't been changed this year. That means your tax rates stay the same for now, which is good news for many middle class and salaried people. But the government has made some tax tweaks that affect everyday transactions. The tax on share buybacks has been introduced, so if companies buy back their own shares, they'll face a new capital tax. There's also a proposed 6-month foreign asset disclosure scheme for some taxpayers, mostly relevant for people with overseas income or assets. Some penalties and deadlines for income tax returns have been adjusted, making filing more flexible for individuals now. For most common taxpayers, the message is simple. There's no major change to your personal tax or the tax structure in general. Now let's see whether government plans to spend the money, because that affects jobs, infrastructure, and a lot of other things. Capital expenditure, CapEx, has been boosted to 12.2 lakh crore, up from 11.2 lakh crore last year. That means more money for roads, railways, airports, and other big projects, and often more jobs and economic activity. The government is planning 7 new high-speed rail corridors, so travel between major cities could get faster and cheaper in future years. Investments are aimed at Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities too, meaning smaller cities may see infrastructure and economic boosts. In short, the government's focus is on transport, roads, connectivity and jobs, something that will help many young people and business owners. Now, this budget also tries to help businesses and manufacturing grow. For agriculture and farmers, a new AI-powered initiative called Bharat Vistar is designed to give farmers easy access to information and guidance in their local languages. This will help them make better decisions and increase productivity. The Budget 2026 introduces India's Semiconductor Mission 2.0 with 40,000 crore to make India a hub for chip design and production. Then there's Biopharma Shakti, a 10,000 crore plan to build India's biology and pharma industries, meaning more jobs in high-skill sectors and less dependence on imports. There's a proposed 10,000 crore SME growth fund to help small and medium companies expand and create jobs. So for businesses small and large, this budget is pro-growth and pro-jobs. Now, what does this mean for you personally? For middle class and salaried individuals, well, there's no change in income tax slabs, one less worry, more flexible return filing deadlines and tax filing tweaks, easier compliance. For drivers, travelers, tourists, reduction in TCS, which is tax collection at source, on foreign travel and education payments, which means cheaper overseas travel for many. For farmers, access to AI tools and guidance in local languages, big boost in productivity and decision making. For investors and stock market folks, new taxes on share buybacks and subtle tweaks to futures and security transaction tax, often called the STT, which may change trading costs a bit, which is not very good news for some of them. Startups and small businesses, growth funds and manufacturing incentives, more money available to scale up. Overall, most common consumers won't see any ripple effect in their daily expenses, but those in business, tech, travel, infrastructure and agriculture could benefit from this year's budget. Now, who will not be happy? Well, Budget 2026 is mostly growth-oriented, but that means some industries might face higher costs due to new taxes such as on share buybacks and derivatives transactions. There weren't big new reliefs for salary taxpayers like bigger standard deductions, so direct tax relief remains limited this year. So if you were hoping for a major tax cut for the average financial earner, well, that didn't happen this year. Now here's the easy takeaway. No major tax hikes for the average person, big pushes for infrastructure, jobs and manufacturing, targeted support for farmers and small businesses, and some new tax and compliance measures that may affect investors and companies. In short, the government is focusing on growth, jobs in India's future industries while keeping the tax burden stable for everyday citizens. Thanks for watching.